What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 18th episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated Slime Season 2. This one's titled The Demon Lords. So yes, we are starting to move forward now. This is the halfway point of the season, and things are starting to move. Let's just put it that way. So we have our plan kind of set in motion. Rimuru, Shion, and Ranga will be attending Walpurgis, along with Ramaris, Trainee, and what was the name of the attendant that we created for Ramaris? What was her name? Or their name? Beretta. There we go. Yeah, Beretta. So those lot will be at Walpurgis as we confront Clayman and potentially other demon lords there. Maybe find out what's going on with Frey and Milim at the same time. We have Benimaru, Geld, and a bunch of others forming the army that will take on Clayman's army that is currently in Urizania. We have about 20,000 strong army versus their 30,000, but we've obviously got some pretty significant fighters of our own in Benimaru and Geld and such. We've got the Goblin Riders in there, we've got the Dragon Newts in there, Gabiru, and all that. And we also managed to teleport out all of the refugees that were in Urizania, so Clayman no longer has his target for his army to ascend him to an awakened demon lord, and so that part of his plan's already been foiled for the most part. There's still a chance he might be able to do it based on just those in the army that get killed, because I don't think we're going to have a completely casualty-less fight here, obviously. We've sent 20,000 versus their 30,000, we're going to lose some. But I don't think it's going to be enough to awaken him as a demon lord. So this should be relatively easy to deal with, although there's a chance he could get away with it, because if he killed all the remaining refugees, he had a 78% chance to ascend. That's pretty high. And honestly, if he just kills a few, there might still be a percentage chance that he might get it. So, and if other demon lords start to interfere, he might get it as well. It might be in some of the other demon lords' best interest that he does awaken. We don't know really what the dynamic is going to be at Walpurgis yet, so we're going to find out that. We've got Diablo and Yom and stuff. They'll make their way to Falmouth at some point. I don't know how much of that's going to be focused on this season. It doesn't seem like something that they will necessarily focus on this season. It seems like a Season 3 first 2 episodes or so, like, focus on that before building into the next arc. That's kind of what that feels like. But we also have Veldora as a potential teleport summon. If things start to go down at Walpurgis, Rimuru can just summon Veldora back. But right now he's on protecting Tempest duty. And yeah, I think that's everything that's going on right now. I think. Probably not. There might still be more going on, but that's the gist of it. I'm assuming we're going to get more dialogue based with the Walpurgis stuff. I assume that's going to be quite dialogue heavy, and then the actual, like, Urizania stuff is going to be where the action comes in. So I'm assuming they're going to be mixing and matching that as time goes by. But I guess we'll see what ends up happening. With a title like the Demon Lords, I'm going to guess we're going to maybe finally meet some of the other Demon Lords, because I think we see some of them in the OP. I'm assuming that's who they are in the OP, but I don't know for sure. I mean, there's meant to be a bunch of them here at Walpurgis, so we're going to have to meet them eventually anyway, so this might be our introduction to them as we arrive at the meeting. But I'm waiting for these new outfits, by the way, because, like, they've teased these outfits ever since, like, the beginning of Season 2, and I'm really wanting to finally see them in action. So hopefully we'll get to that point as well. But yeah, second episode of the day. We'll be doing the next one straight after this, of course, because I'm trying to catch up on these shows as best as I can, and I've been really excited looking into this, and this is something that I wanted to point out as well, like last episode. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but the magic in this show and the way it's presented, somehow it just gives me chills every time. Like, seeing Rimuru mass teleport his entire army to Urizania and the way they built it up and with special effects and such, it gave me chills again. It gave me that Megiddo chills again. And that was just teleporting an army. And it's a teleporting that he's already used, right? Because in the episode, he was, like, going around teleporting all these people, but that was, like, very quickly done. It was like, oh, it's just simple, blah, 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 blue sparks, you're done. But then for the actual sending of the army, they went full extra with it, and that was really nice. I very much enjoyed that. Like, this show can still get that out of me, which is something I was hoping, because we have had a very dialogue-heavy start to this half of the season, but it's going to pay off. Like, that's the thing I know with this show. Yes, it's being slow right now, as it builds its story, builds its world, builds its characters, but we're going to have a huge payoff with this Walpurgis arc. Like, I just know we are. So, I have complete faith, especially after Season 2. Like, the way they handled the first half of Season 2, I have full faith in them having a spectacular finale here, because you don't have a spectacular mid-season and then drop off at the finale. You've got to try and one-up your mid-season. So hopefully this finale outdoes the whole Megiddo thing, because that'd be amazing. But I guess we'll see what ends up happening. So, gonna load the episode up here. As per usual, these are timer-based formats here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all Patreon actions I do on the channel, which is everything from my current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Sympho Gear, and Log Horizon. We'll be working on getting those caught up as well, because World Trigger has its October 9th release date scheduled, so I kind of want to catch up and finish Season 1, Season 2 before that comes out, which I think is doable, especially now that I'm trying to catch up on shows and cutting down on shows. I think we can definitely get World Trigger complete, at least that's the plan. We'll see how realistic that ends up being, but I think we can do it. But here on YouTube we do timer based, so bottom left of the screen I'll see a timer for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play, and play say episode, I say episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since they're the ones who license the series, of course. No logos or anything, we're just straight into the episode from a blank screen, but you can use a screen flash on my face, the mic, or the part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should be synced up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into the next episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Here's the teleport. Off they go. That's the first shot Rango's looking normal, by the way. Yes. A lot of things seem to do. Cal's going back for Dorgan. Return to Valigan. Alright. They're setting off as well. I mean, for him, maybe it will be. Yep. It'll be time. Min and Frey still needs to know what's going on with them. I don't know who Soe is fighting here necessarily. These Harlequin Alliance people haven't really been doing much yet either. We don't know what's happening with Datta. There's so many things going on in this series. Like, there's so many things you can focus on. Alright. Claimant, okay. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna find anybody. Okay. Beldor has returned. Okay. Interesting. Well, well. Oh, you're in for a rude awakening. Oh, you're underestimating things so badly. Oh, you wish you could. The misinformation has started. Oh no, you've fallen for it. I wonder if that peddler was someone we planted. I don't think he's borrowing that authority at all. Right, those words are resonating again. That's still bothering him. I don't think you will. Oh, is this Frey? Oh, hello. Finally gonna get some Okay, flashback. Okay. Hmm. I can see. Yeah, so they have a good relationship then. Ah, so Frey knows of Rimuru. Mm-hmm. Is it a necklace? It is. uh, okay. It activates. Interesting. So it's Frey taking control over Milim. Under orders from Clayman, maybe? Yeah. Hmm. Demon Marionette, okay. Why did Frey go along with it? Jesus, that's. Oh, God. Why did Frey agree? A promise? So Clement had something on Frey, and Frey agreed to get Jesus. Hmm. 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 Yeah, you sure about that? Far more powerful than you. Hmm. Yeah, okay. He's just gonna use them against her. Hmm. Well, we'll see about that. Ruler of the heavens, huh? Hmm. Yep. Yep. You really don't have that much control over them, it seems. Where the hell are we now? Who the hell are you? Wait, is that... Okay. That is Cromwell, okay. And then this is... What did he say, Crimson? I guess we're meeting all the Demon Lords this time, then. Okay. A lot of interesting characters here. That Dawn Devil. Mm-hmm. Interesting, okay. Why? Okay. Interesting introduction. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Crimson wants Cromwell there. What's so important that you need him there for, then? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Something else is going on. Yeah, Carrion's not dead, there's no way. Mm-hmm. God damn it. I mean, fair point. Mm-hmm. They can all sense that something's going down. Okay. Okay, now I bring up Rimuru. Yeah, I'm going to claim a lot of things. Hmm. Okay. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Ramris and Guy Crimson are good. 1 in a million, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so Guy Crimson and Milim are the two. Now bringing up Veldor as well. Oh, hello. Who's this? Velzard, Empress of Ice. Okay, one of the other dragons. Cold as ever. Smooth. Oh shit, okay. They're a thing? Okay. That's your younger brother. Stop sensing because he went into Rimru's stomach. Hmm. 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 Ah, interesting. Again, they're all buying into this idea. This story really is spreading, isn't it? Oh yeah. Hmm. Cromwell's onto something. Hmm. I think you'll get a bit of a chance to find out who he is at Walpurgis. A lot going on. Indeed. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. If you ally Veldora, you technically ally Rimuru. Hmm. What is Cromwell after? Oh yeah. Yep. That's also Rimuru. Okay. Yep, it's Rimuru's interfering. Oh, there's no doubt this is gonna be chaotic. Yeah, who is feeding all the information? You don't know the details, huh? Going to be a merchant, okay. I wonder if we're planting this ourselves. It feels like we're planting this. It was a peddler last time, and now it's a merchant. I wonder if this is also part of a plan, although I don't remember us discussing specifically that. But I guess just by spreading information naturally, any random person would hear the same thing. There's teleportation magic. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. That's the episode. That was very interesting. Again, super dialogue heavy, but from different perspective this time. Seeing the demon lords, kind of understand a little bit more, not fully, but a little bit more of what's happening with Clayman, Frey, and Milim. So Clayman got Milim through Frey. Seems to be a promise or something that's allowed that. Then Milim is just being taken over in that way. I'm surprised that worked though. Because like I said, Milim's not... She can be dumb, but she's also surprisingly perceptive, so... I'm surprised that just a pendant like that worked against Milim. Like, if it's her and Guy Crimson that are, like, at the top of the top, who made that pendant that could do something like that? Demon Marionette, as it was called, right? I wonder. Alright. Next episode title. Signal to begin the banquet. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Things are kicking off. Things are really kicking off now, huh? I love it. I love it. Like, I know some people are going to be, like, hating the fact that there's been so much dialogue through this season. Like, I know people are not going to be too happy about that. But it's still very, very interesting. And again, it's the idea that, like, this information spreading, but it's not entirely accurate to them, so that Rimuru can come in and surprise them all. Because it is going to be a surprise to them when some of this goes down, because they don't know the full picture of it. Clayman doesn't fully understand what's going on yet, and he's going to be surprised. The other Demon Lords know something's about to happen, but they don't quite know what. It's all very, very interesting. We finally met some people as well. So we've known of Cromwell for a while, but I feel like that's the longest we've ever had with him. Met Guy Crimson. We've met. What was her name? Let me just make sure I pronounce it correctly. Where is it? Boop, boop, boop. Veldora's sister. Velzad, okay. Velzado. Did they say Velzad or Velzado? Or Velzado in the subtitles here? Because once again, it's one of those names where it's got like multiple listings. Let's see. They pronounce it Velzado, but it's written Velzad. Okay. White Ice Dragon, Empress of Ice. He said younger brother, right? Yeah, younger brother Veldora. So, Veldora's older sister and Guy Crimson are apparently a thing. I mean, sure, okay. That's interesting in itself, just a bit of world building. Yeah. Cromwell seems to be one of the Sparta Demon Lords at this point. He seemed very well connected and well up to date on what's going on. It feels like Guy Crimson has been... I mean, he's very much boasting himself as the strongest. I don't know if he naturally is the strongest Demon Lord out there right now. He definitely seems to believe he is. And it seems as though there's not really many great complaints from Cromwell on that regard. But he also holds Milim in very high respect as well. Milim is one of the oldest. I don't think she is the oldest, is she? I can't remember. I can't remember if we've ever discussed like the ages of them, but Milim is definitely one of the oldest, that's for sure. We know that. And while she is a bit all over the place, she is damn powerful. And the fact that Rimuru had her as a bestie is so influential. And Frey knows that Rimuru is the bestie. I wonder what the promise between Clayman and Frey was that led to this instant to allow him to have Demon Marionette influence over Milim. And interesting why Laplas says your control over Milim and Frey... Wait, did Laplas say just Milim or both Milim and Frey? Because his influence over Frey can turn anyone, really. Like, Frey, he has the promise, I guess, but that can be broken so easily. There's no, like, actual physical thing holding her back. He's just using Milim now as a threat against her because I think he knows Frey would not win against a fight against Milim. He knows Milim is, like, the ultimate trump card here to basically bully anyone he wants into doing what he wants just because no one really wants to fight Milim. I don't know if Guy Crimson would necessarily back down to that, but I don't know how much Guy Crimson necessarily cares. Depends on what Cromwell ends up doing, I suppose. But again, none of them... well, it's only really Cromwell that's entertained the idea that, like, Veldora has potential impact. Yeah, like Rimuru and Veldora's connection. It's only really that that's going for it. And the fact that, like, Veldora has, like, a very weak aura, apparently, even according to his sister. I wonder if that's intentionally being hidden by Rimuru putting up a barrier or something in Tempest, or if Veldora is purposefully hiding it on orders from Rimuru. Because the point is, no one is meant to know of Veldora, or the influence that Veldora has right now, until it's needed. So, yeah, it seems to be working so far. If we are intentionally hiding it, it seems to be working very well, even to our own siblings, which is good. But God, it's all going to kick off. It's all going to kick off, and the next episode especially is going to kick off as well. I'm so excited for this. I really, really am. I'm excited. Yeah, we'll stop it here because I'm literally about to just go record the next episode now anyway. The signal to begin the banquet. Let's go see how this episode starts off, because we're now in the second half of this half of the season. This is where things, I think, are going to get crazy. This is where, like, we'll probably have another setup episode here. I mean, this is the signal to begin. So this is, like, getting to the banquet, getting to Walpurgis. I'm assuming the episode after that is going to be where things start to go down. But we've got 3 different things to follow now. We've got Walpurgis itself, Eurazania fight, and the Falmouth takeover. I think the Falmouth takeover is probably on the back burner for the most part, and they're just alternating between the two, but we'll see what direction they end up going. But there's so much going on in this series. I love it. This feels like just such a big world. And it doesn't feel like they're neglecting anything either. They're giving everything its due time, more time than most series would give to large-scale events like this. And they're being very patient with it. They want to make sure everything gets said. They want to make sure everything gets shown. And that is the benefit of having multiple seasons, of course, as well as having multi-core seasons as well. It means you can have the time to explain things and take your time with events and know that you're going to get them all in there in the time constraints that you have with the season. So, I'm loving this adaptation. I hope that Season 3 is on its way as well. That would be an amazing announcement at the end of this season, but I guess we'll see what comes of it. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see the next episode, because I'm about to go record it. And then we'll be back to normal next week, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 line you can find it on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.